Hi guys, welcome to the first vlog of December. This is technically going to be my KU catch-up vlog, but I'm starting it a couple of days early just with some really short clips because it is the 1st of December and I have my advent calendar. You would have seen this is the first thing that I'm pulling out. So every year I buy myself some kind of advent calendar, and rather than do chocolate, I've done something different every year. So I did have Mrs. Brumble's advent calendars, which were stationery. Last year, what did I have? Can't even remember what I had last year. I'd have to go back and look at those vlogs, and I clearly have not done that. But this year I have a advent calendar from Celestial U, and it is all crystals and crystal related items. So I'm very excited to open it. Alright, so this is the crystal for today. It is beautiful and very much like a tower. I don't have one like this, so I'm very excited to have it. Just in other general news, it is Wednesday, the 1st of December. My body has decided that for the first time in many months, it wanted me to wake up before 7 o'clock, which I know that sounds late to most people, but I literally live across the road from work, and I'm just been so exhausted with the ins and outs of lockdowns that I've been up late and sleeping late. But now it's not even 7 o'clock, but I'm probably going to head over to work because I don't have any breaks today. We have no non-face-to-face teaching time, and we're in the middle of recruitment for leadership class staff, and tonight I have an information night, so I want to get things sorted so that I'm not feeling rushed or stressed. Hopefully I'll check in with you later tonight, otherwise I'll see you tomorrow. Hi guys. So it's like 12:01 on January 2nd. Yes, I'm still up. I'm not in bed. I need to go to bed because it was a really long day. We had our info night for next year's foundation students, and I didn't get home till after 8:20. So it's been a long day. But before I go to bed, I thought I would open the second advent calendar since it's technically the second, and also I am probably going to sleep in tomorrow morning. I did do some reading and things like that, but what I think I'm going to do is just do check-ins for the first and the second, and then I'll film my KU vlog. Although, if I'm feeling up to it tomorrow, maybe you'll get more. Okay, so I finished Wrapped in Black by Tiffany Reisz, which was really fun and kind of complicated because of the way that the relationships are between Nora and Soden and Kingsley. So I have not read the original Sinners trilogy, so I'm just bouncing around in these novellas that all take place in this world. So I have this idea of what's happening, but of course I don't have the details. I think original Sinners is going to be a 2022 thing, to be honest, but maybe I can start it before then. But I really enjoyed it. It's very dark, very kinky. It's BDSM, erotica, and sorry, I'm getting the glare off the TV. That's better. Actually, no, now I'm getting the glare off the lamp. Jeez, there's no good way to do this. And then I read Magic Steals by Ilona Andrews, which is 5.8, I think, in Kate Daniels. It's set at the same time as Magic Rises, but still in Atlanta, and it is a Darlie and Jim story. And I love Jim as a character in the Kate Daniels books, but I really love him in the Darlie stories because he is a completely different person with Darlie, because obviously she is his person. He is so adorable. It's really sweet. And she is totally awesome because she is a vegetarian tiger who does magic and is a big part of her Indonesian community in Atlanta, and she's solving all of these problems with curses, and I love it. It was so good fun. Anyway, now I am going to put on some press-on nails and do a couple of things before I go to sleep, and then tomorrow I have to meet my new class, so I should probably get some decent sleep. Hi guys, I'm sorry for the terrible lighting. It is December the 3rd. Happy first day of the KU Catch-Up Readathon. I'm about to run out the door for my staff Christmas party because it is like after 4:20, so I need to get myself organized. It has been a crazy day, so hopefully I'll fill you in a bit later. But I thought I would show you, one, my outfit, because I love my outfit today. It was really fun because we were meeting the preps, so I'm very colorful in that I have a rainbow skirt on. It is so bright and colourful, and I got so many compliments on it, so that made me happy. And I also want to do my advent calendar before I go. Okay, so yes, the clothes horse is there, but we're just gonna deal with it. Where is number 3? Number 3. Look at that. Oh, I do love amethyst. That's really pretty. Ooh, this lighting is not good. And this is only marginally better. But I am home from the work function. I've just had a shower, so I'm looking very, I don't know what the word is. I'm opting for comfy. Anyway, I thought I would share with you what is on my KU TBR, since this is the official start date for the read along. And you know, since I filmed my announcement video, Australians got access to 20 books. So I filled all the 20 slots because of course I did. I have 20 books out. So there is Ethan and Jag Destroy the World by Maz Maddox, Sing Me to Sleep by R.M. Virtues, The Mrs. Claus, A Small Town Christmas Holiday Romance by Evie Mitchell. Oh, no, I read Muffin Top, so that one can be returned. The Investigator by Anna Hackett, Puppy Love by Evie Mitchell, Her Alien Ghost by Michelle Mills, Quarantined, Alien and Beast, Cyborg Quarantine, Bodyguard, those are all by Robin Lovett, sorry. Beverly Jenkins' Red Danger. I have the Heroes and Villains Phase 2 box set by Liza Penn and Natasha Lux. Her Night with Santa by Adriana Herrera. Bad English by Evie Mitchell. Runner by Evie Mitchell. Lots of Evie Mitchell on here. One Night with a Nutcracker by Jana Aston. Santa Claus is Going to Town on Me by Eliza. Neighbourly by Katrina Jackson. Elvis Warlock by Eliot Grayson. Soul Eater by Lily Mayne, and Sugar Daddies by Jade West. Now, I did go through and sort all of these books just as I was planning. Yes, you're getting a sneak peek at potential future videos of the titles that were under 100 pages, that were under 150, under 200, over 200, over 300, and over 400 pages. I am probably going to try and read through these two categories, maybe the 200 pages, just to see if I can knock quite a few of these off this weekend. Okay, so I'm finally going to start reading. It is like 9:45, so this could be interesting. But I'm going to start with The Mrs. Claus by Evie Mitchell. It's 65 pages long. It is a Christmas story set in a small town, and I'm going to get started. I'll check in with you guys probably at the end of the story because it's like 65 pages. So I finished The Mrs. Claus and promptly got distracted by Instagram. My mum and I have been sending each other random cute animal videos and pictures. So The Mrs. Claus by Evie Mitchell was very short, and it is about a second chance romance between a married couple, Collins and Nick. They've been separated for about 5 years after sort of a miscommunication. So they had an arranged marriage between two powerful families with companies, and they wanted to merge them, only for Nick to discover that when he took over the company and finally got married to Collins, that her family's company was completely broke. And so he was very preoccupied at the start of their marriage by trying to fix that, and so their marriage suffered as a result of it. And she eventually got sick of it and basically stayed in the States, and he was based in London where the company was. It was short, it was sweet. It's kind of the insta-love version of a second chance romance, but I appreciated it. So now I think I'm going to read Santa Claus is Going to Town on Me by ML Eliza. I don't really know anything about it. I'll check in after. Santa Claus is Going to Town on Me is about a woman called Holly who does not like Christmas, and on Christmas Eve she hears a noise downstairs. She goes downstairs with a broadsword, because of course you do, and finds Santa in her living room. He's there by mistake. He's mixed up the address and he can't stay for the night, but she does invite him back the next day, and then it gets very steamy and they have this thing, and Santa is not human and doesn't live on Earth. And so all those things get complicated. And then of course it's also complicated because of Holly's complicated relationship with Christmas, which we find out has to do with the death of her father when she was very young. So beware of that going into it. But otherwise it was short, it was sweet, it was steamy, and you know, just a fun Christmas novella. Good morning everyone. It is now Saturday the 4th of December, and I bought a Christmas tree, even though I said I would never own a Christmas tree. But it's too stinking cute not to own it. Look at it. It's super tiny. Ignore my dead leaves. I need to tidy up these plants. But anyway, this was like $25. It's a plant. I can grow it and keep it alive. I think if I have to turn it around a little bit, that's better. Now I just need to see if I have any decorations that will fit on this tree that aren't too huge. I've just finished reading and rereading some new picture books which are going to be going up in the next picture book video sort of towards the middle of December. But there are some books written by Indigenous authors, there are some non-fiction books which are a combo of Indigenous and non-Indigenous non-fiction titles, some general fiction, and then some other fiction books that really celebrate diversity and being different. So I'm pretty excited about these ones. I'll have to sort out my notes so I can film it either today or tomorrow. So I've been meaning to show you guys these. I got my Teach It Co sticker subscription. So Teach It Co is like a teacher stationery online store, and I get their teacher subscription box and their sticker box because I use stickers a lot, obviously. This is their one for December. That's not going to focus, is it? So it's a little unicorn and a candy cane. There are also these takeaway cups, and then you have these ones which say very good, you are a superstar, and very impressive work. I love their stickers. I just kind of wish these sticker sheets had one more row of stickers on them, because there's 18 stickers on this sheet and I typically have a class of about 21, but that's okay. There are some Winnie the Pooh inspired ones. Look how far you've come, very good, your work is altastic and chiggerific effort. There are some sports themed one. Slam dunk, keep up the great work, you're kicking goals, you aced it, well done. I think we know which one this one is. I shall not say its name. There are some Christmas ones which I'll definitely use this year. Merry Christmas. These ones are cute. Oh snap. Little Instax cameras. And some giant colourful stars, which are very cute. Hi everyone. So it's still Saturday. I still have not read, actually no, that's not true. I did read a lot of picture books this morning for a video. So I haven't read anything else for KU, and that's why I haven't updated you for a while, but I thought I would show you. Christmas decos are up. I did film the clip of that. I also filmed some of my December videos. Hang on. Let's see. Everything is a giant mess. Everything is a giant mess. So I still got clothes to put away. There's the filming mess on the bed. It's just one of those days. I am pretty happy with the Christmas decos. I'll probably have to have a look at my actual Christmas presents in a little while and sort that out. But I just went over to get some groceries, and I went to one of the local $2 stores, and I've been thinking about changing up my classroom theme for next year. So there is a teacher subscription resource service called Top Teacher, and they did a theme called Animalia, which is beautiful. I have a dress that matches, which I think I'm going to wear in some videos that I'm filming tomorrow, so you'll probably see it. And it's all Australian animals, and I want to use that for some of the alphabets and charts and things that I just, the standard stuff that I put up that we use every year that isn't co-constructed with the kids. The other thing that I wanted to do at the front of my room, I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but at the front of my classroom, we have our interactive whiteboard, and across the top, I've done a leaf and flower display. So next year, I actually want to change it up. I'm going to take down those paper flowers that I made, and I'm going to put up some fake Australian native flowers and leaves. So I'm thinking eucalyptus and wattle and I can't even remember the name of them. Anyway, I'm going to show you. I found some in the $2 store because I was looking online and pretty much everything was like $10 or more for a stem, but I ended up picking up 10 different stems for less than $80 at the discount store, so I'm pretty pleased. So this is them. I got a whole stack of eucalyptus leaves. So there's I think 6 stems, so I'm going to sort of do it symmetrical, 3 on each side. And I do want to see if I can find some of the long eucalyptus leaves as well. So that's the next one. These ones, which I'm mentally blanking on the name on, someone's going to correct me in the comments. And then also the yellow wattle. So I've got 2 of the red, 2 of the yellow, and I'm pretty pleased with those finds because that's a lot cheaper than what it was going to cost me. So I've got those, and I might try and find the longer traditional eucalyptus leaf shaped things if I can. I might just get 2 of those, 1 for each side. And I'm also going to have our acknowledgement of country up the front. It's going to have the welcome, which is Waminjaka in Woi Wurrung, which is one of the languages of the Wurundjeri people, which is where my school and where I live. That's one of the traditional languages. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that because I'm going to have all the flags up, but I'm also thinking that I want to next year see if I can find out the different cultural backgrounds that everyone comes from and then try and have as many different flags at the front as we can. We shall see. So this is just all theory at the moment. I have actually no idea how I'm going to attach these things to the actual wall at the moment. So this is going to be a really good exercise in the next couple of weeks as I take things down and attempt to put things up. I'll share photos once it's done. I might even take the camera and show you the update, but yeah, this is the way that my brain works. Alright, so I have eaten dinner and now I'm about to start Sing Me to Sleep by R.M. Virtues. I'm going to try and read it while it's still light outside, just in case, because this is a monster romance about a sleep demon and it features sleep paralysis, so I'm curious to see how I go with it. There's a ton of other content warnings in here and I'll show you them in a minute, but the one I'm curious about is the sleep paralysis because I have experienced it 4 distinct times that I know of in sort of the last 10 years. And it is a truly, truly creepy feeling. And I've kind of worked out my own coping strategy for it, but I'm interested to see how I deal with it in this book. I will show you the content warnings and then I'm going to start reading. Okay, so I'm 1 chapter in, and I know that this is going to get completely bonkers and into the weird paranormal stuff after this chapter, but the first scene where the main character Penelope describes sleep paralysis is deeply accurate. The weird feeling of not being able to move and sensing a shadow in a corner, it's freaking creepy. R.M. Virtues, you sneaky genius, you. That was freaking amazing. So this novella really reminded me of The Nightmare by Regine Abel. Is that Regine Abel? Yes. And the difference being that while that one was purely nightmares, this one has built up a demon and angel mythology, and there's going to be spin-off books, and I am here for it. Anything that's kind of angels and demons-y is just totally my thing, so I'm hanging out for this. Basically, the story is about Penelope who experienced a home invasion that her father was killed in 6 months prior to the beginning of the series, and ever since she's had trouble sleeping, and her sister who she lives with finally convinces her to start trying some sleeping pills. And so she's very, very reluctant at first. So she starts by taking half a pill, and then when she sleeps, instead of having night terrors, she has her first round of sleep paralysis, which totally freaks her out. And that's when she sees this shadow in the corner. And then the next night she takes a full sleeping pill and is in the bathtub and is pleasuring herself and falls asleep, and that's the first time that he talks to her. And so this demon's name is Acheron, and he visits her while she sleeps. The reality is she has all of the power in these dreams, but she doesn't feel like it, and he keeps telling her, no, you can control this, you can send me away, just say my name, and everything stops. And so it takes a while for that to kick in for her. There's a lot of consensual non-consent in this. There's a lot of kink edge play there. He's a demon, he has a tail, and all sorts of things going on. In fact, if you want to know exactly what's going on in this story, the best thing to do is to go and listen to the Bonkers Romance podcast episode on this book. That episode was amazing and hilarious and just really good fun to listen to. Acheron and Penny keep up this relationship, but we are also getting the things that are happening in Acheron's realm, or the Hell realm. And you know that there are angels moving against demons working on Earth. That is totally the thing that I love. Give me all of that. There's also the side plot of the fact that the four home invaders that broke into Penny's home, only 3 were ever caught, and the 4th one is still at large. And she's also got a long-term friend, Shane, who is insinuating himself into her life. Go back to the content warnings that I showed you at the start, or check the book description. But honestly, this was great. So now I'm going to read Her Alien Ghost by Michele Mills. This is the second book in the series. I can't remember what the series is called. Hold on. Monster Bites Book 2. And I read the first book a little while ago. I think it was Her Alien Priest. And that one was really good fun too. So this one's only 90 pages, and hopefully I'll read this and maybe one other short novella tonight. That's the plan. So I still haven't started the book yet because I got distracted talking to my mum on the phone. And then I made myself a gin and tonic because I haven't had a gin and tonic for ages. And I have a giant gin collection. It just sits there. And I had a bottle that was nearly finished. I thought, oh, okay, I'll just pour the rest of it in it. It's very, very strong. This was not intentional. Like, it didn't look like that much in the bottle, but clearly it was. Okay, so I'm 20% into Her Alien Ghost. And sadly, the hero is not actually a ghost, but he is an alien who is sort of caught in an incorporeal form as the result of an experiment that was only half completed, and now he's trapped in a castle. So essentially he is like a ghost. He's just not an actual ghost. Why am I disappointed by that? Anyway, he's stuck there and his universal translator is broken, so everyone who comes to this castle thinks that there is a ghost haunting it because they hear sounds, he looks like a demon slash monster, and they freak out. Emma is a human who is on this planet to study, and she's on like a student visa, and as a joke, she somehow inherits this castle, and they all expect her to fail because everyone who goes into this castle runs screaming from it. I don't know what my hair is doing. So she's just gotten there, she's looked around, she's more creeped out by the giant spiders walking around the castle than the idea of a ghost. Ends up in Skog, the alien demon ghost thing, ends up in the room that he has taken as his bedroom and falls asleep. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Okay, so that one was really sweet. I'm pretty sure I explained the basic premise of it before. But anyway, Emma manages to find a way to communicate with Skog and hears his story and finds out that he was a soldier turned mercenary who was supervising an experiment at this haunted house, and that it turned him incorporeal, and what they need to do is get a new generator in order to start up the machine again so that he can be fixed. And it's very sweet, very short, sweet. Yeah, it was enjoyable. All right, so the last book that I'm going to read tonight is Her Night with Santa by Adriana Herrera, and all I know about it, aside from hearing good reviews, is that it is an FF Christmas story where Santa is female. Bring it on. Okay, so that was super short and very, very steamy. So you have Farnas, who is the niece of one of the Magi who deliver presents to children during the holidays, and she has left her job and has started an adult toy business, and her family are not very impressed with her, except for her uncle, who is awesome. And she's supposed to be going to meet the family for their regular holiday in the Swiss Alps, and then she gets snowed in the Dominican Republic, and he organizes for her to stay at the beach villa of Santa. And so she gets there and no one else is there. And then Santa, whose name is Christina Kringle, turns up after finishing her toy run for 7 days of uninterrupted time at the beach villa that belongs to her father. And then she walks in on Farnas in the bedroom having some fun, and it goes from there. It is very short, very steamy, and just delightful. But I think that's it for me for reading tonight. I have a couple of other things to do, so there may be a couple of other clips, but I will check in tomorrow. And we are doing the live reading sprints tomorrow as well. Apparently I'm a 5-year-old because I bought myself a giant Kinder Surprise. I don't think I'm going to eat all of it, but I'm kind of curious to see what is actually inside it. Happy 5th of December. I just opened the most recent advent calendar, so it's a little bracelet, which is very pretty. But I also got some mail today. So Australia Post delivering on Sundays. I love December. So I thought I would open it here. So it's not gonna be the greatest angle, but I'll still show you what I got. So this first package is actually something that is for myself and my parents. They are t-shirts that have sayings from Jimmy Reisz. So if you follow me at all on Instagram, you'll know that throughout lockdown I was sharing a lot of Jimmy Reiss's Instagram story videos and reels, because he was doing a whole lot of comedy stuff around being in lockdown, and it was really fantastic because it was basically keeping up with everything that was going on. Anyway, he made some t-shirts and they look really cool. So this is the Meanwhile in Australia one. So this one is my one. My mum got the exact same t-shirt, and then for my dad we got one that is it says beers, beers, beers on it, because that was another skit that he was doing. So I'm really excited that those turned up, and it looks like another picture book has arrived. So there is The Perfect Flower Girl by Tagred Shandad and Bini Talib. It's the celebration of a Lebanese Muslim wedding. So very excited to try this one. We just finished the live read along for the KU Catch Up Readathon. So Megan and Carrie were online with me tonight. Ezra couldn't make it, but we still read for 40 minutes. I started reading The Elf as Warlock by, oh my god, I've already forgotten who the author is. It is Eliot Grayson, and it is book 1 in the Mismatched Mates series. And it is about Nate, who is a warlock, who at the very start of the book we meet him as he's escaping from a group that have kidnapped and cursed him, and he's running to a werewolf pack who he has at least some knowledge of, and he needs their help in order to stop the curse from killing him. He needs a mate, and so it's basically like an arranged mating, except he happens to end up mated to Ian, who he doesn't get along with. So this is very much a hate to love, arranged marriage type of thing, and it's great. Nate is so snarky, and I'm just here for the banter. I can't remember what my last clip was, but since then I have been to the supermarket and put away dishes and all sorts of things. But anyway, I just sat down and read Puppy Love by Evie Mitchell, which is another really short, under 100-page novella. This one is kind of, it's not quite insta love, this one, although it does happen really quickly. Obviously it's like 86 pages. It's about Hayden, who is a vet, and he has an animal shelter attached to his practice, and he wants to shoot an animal calendar to raise money for it. And as it happens, one of the women who works for him has her niece and nephew in town from England, and when Hayden meets Kat for the first time, he doesn't leave a great impression, and she's not charmed by him at all until she sees him interacting with all of the animals, and then there's a funny social media faux pas, and then a very quick relationship. But it was short, it was steamy, and it was fun. And I think I'm going to read Bad English next, which is actually about Kat's brother Henry. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just read Bad English by Evie Mitchell. This one is about Henry, who is Kat's brother from the last book that I read. And he's just moved to Capricorn Cove. He's taken on a visiting researcher role at the local university, and there he meets Enid. And as it turns out, they're both big fans of each other's work because they're gorgeous nerds, both of them, bless them, as well as being very strong academics. And he's there researching female Scottish author who came to America and took a male pen name in order to live there with her life partner. So he's doing that research, and along the way he gets offered a tenure position that Enid had applied for, but thankfully, bless Evie Mitchell and so many other authors who just do low angst books, and so this is not an issue. There is something else for Enid that she's equally excited about. It may not be how real life works, but I don't particularly want real life, I just want low angst. It all works out. Super short, very insta love, small town, beach town, university, geeky little nerds. I love it. So I just read One Night with a Nutcracker by Jana Aston. Actually, no, it must be Jana Aston. It was honestly freaking delightful. It is another novella that's less than 100 pages, and I think it's part of a series. I think there must be 2 other books because it's about 3 friends. And in this one we follow Sutton, who is a goat farmer, and she makes goat milk products. And she started this business from scratch. She rescued a baby goat from the side of the road just after college, and then she eventually moved out of home, and she started squatting on a property, but she didn't realize that anyone owned it. And now it's Christmas time, and this is like years down the track, and Jake Shepherd turns up in town because he's just inherited the land, and so he gives her a week to get out, but then they fall for each other, and it's just very, very sweet. So I'm glad I read that one. That one's nice. But I think I'm going to stop reading there because that's 4 things that I've read today, and I think I need to do some other things and have an early night. I think I'm going to do some laminating and maybe watch something on TV, and then update all of my bullet journaling and things like that, and maybe have a think about what it is I'm actually teaching tomorrow. Hi guys, happy Monday. I just got home from work. It is really stinking hot outside, although it is about to storm, so that's gonna be fun. I was wearing my dinosaurs with books earrings today, which the kids really loved, and I have to get ready to go to my strength training in about 10 minutes. So I just thought I would really quickly show you some mail that came today. I actually got some more earrings from the same place that these ones come from. So it's an Australian Etsy store called Sturley Pop, and these are actually more dinosaurs. These are the dinosaur Santas, which I'm really excited to wear, and these ones are little silver pencils. And then on top of that, I just received a review copy of Exit 45 by Ben Sanders. So this is under embargo until the 5th of January, so I will not be reading or talking about it beyond this little clip until then. So yes, now I'm gonna go get ready so that I can go and attempt to lift some weights in this weather. Hi guys, so it's Steph here. I'm sorry if you can hear the laundry in the background. You may have seen me doing my chores when I got home. So I've had dinner, I've had a shower. I did water the garden. I tried to vlog some of that, but I have a feeling that my camera got full, like literally full, filled the card, because I think I had forgotten to delete about 3 other vlogs worth of videos off the actual card. So I don't know if that actually saved. I've done the laundry, and now I'm going to start reading. And I think the last book that I'm going to read for this readathon is going to be Soul Eater by Mayne. I was umming and ahhing about whether to read a couple of shorts or something longer, so I think I'm just going to go with this one. It's 259 pages, and then if I get a chance I can do some other stuff afterwards. It is just after 7:30 here. It is still very light outside because yay, summer. A little bit humid, so I might have to turn the aircon on soon. Yeah, I'm going to start reading. I am going to just show you a quick clip of the warnings for this book. I heard this talked about on the Bonkers Romance podcast, I think, and it made me really want to read it. So it is an monster story thing, I think. Okay, so I figured I should stop and update you guys on the Soul Eater because I'm loving it. It is so fun. It is exactly my kind of weird sci-fi fantasy thing. So we are in a dystopian type world where pretty much all the humans live along the coastlines, and in the middle of the US, it's basically called the Wastelands, and there are monsters that come out during the hunt and kill humans. And the narrator of the story, Danny, is a soldier, and he's a very reluctant soldier. He is basically part of a unit that is sent out to be cannon fodder for the Soul Eater, whose name is Win. And Danny is terrified. And when it comes down to it, he is the sole survivor of his group's attack on the Soul Eater. So when he comes to, after passing out on the battlefield, he finds out that the Soul Eater has been captured and that he wants to talk to the soldier who survived. So Danny's superiors have him interrogate the Soul Eater. So in a truly awkward turn of events, my camera battery died in the middle of what I was saying before, and I legitimately have no idea what thought I was in the middle of. So apologies about that. Anyway, I have since finished the Soul Eater because I needed to do that while the camera battery charged. Anyway, it was really good and really fun, and I didn't realize there were other books about these characters, so I'm going to be, well, about some of these characters, some of the side characters. So I'm going to be looking those up in a very short period of time because I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It's funny because you start out the book and you have this perception of the Soul Eater, and I mean, we know going into it that there's going to be something about this character, and everyone seems to be terrified of him. and yet it turns out he's a delightful cinnamon roll who is just very insecure, just like everyone else. And the soul leader, or Win, is not human. And there's this part of the plot where Danny is just like, no, I want to see your face, because for the majority of the book, like a good 50, 60-ish% of the book, Danny never sees his face. They have sex and he doesn't see his face. You can just tell it's those insecurities that Win is going to be rejected. He thinks he's going to be rejected because he doesn't look human, and he's scarred because he's in this human realm. He has a job to do and everyone keeps trying to kill him for it, so he is scarred from head to toe. But he's just precious. He really is precious. I adored him and I adored the book. But I guess this is where I'm going to leave the KU catch-up readathon vlog, because I've read 10 things. It is Monday night and I've got things to do and I need to edit this vlog at some point so that it can go up. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm glad that I, read half my TBR, and that means I can return some things and add some more things to it. And hopefully after the next 2 weeks, when I'm finally on holidays, I can get back into reading some of these. I've got some other things that I need to read, particularly in the next week. I've got to read the next Kate Daniels book and a few other bits and pieces that I want to get done before the end of the year. But yeah, for now, I think we're tracking along pretty well. So thank you for participating in the KU Catch-Up Readathon if you were, or just for joining in and tuning in with the vlog if you felt like seeing what I was up to. In the comments, I would love to hear if you've read any of these books, or if you were participating, what you read in the last couple of days. If you want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, what kind of emoji could we pick for this video? Let's go with dogs, because there was a book about puppies. Leave any kind of dog emoji down below. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.